Is this on? Oh, this is on and recording already. White wall, white door, white wall, white me. And, I'm in my white space. It is getting a little warmer in here finally. I went to the store today. I went to the store with the objective of getting taco supplies, right? Okay. So I did that. Unfortunately, I got stuff to make some sandwiches. And in so doing, I made sandwiches, and now I'm not hungry, which means the taco stuff, most notably the lettuce, isn't going to be used immediately. And since the lettuce ain't going to be used immediately, well, thankfully it's in the crisper and it's not been open, so I'm hoping it'll stay good until tomorrow when I make the tacos. Which reminds me, maybe I should put the beef out of the fridge or put it into the. I would take it out of the freezer, put it in the fridge. I don't know. Why don't I do that right now? Because if I don't do it right now, I'm gonna forget about it. Anyways, what was I thinking about talking about? I was thinking about talking about Uranus. Um, you know, I got the Walmart beef. This is, no, it's 2.25 pounds. What is this? 2.59. All right, that's closer to. Walmart is closer, and the Walmart beef is. Oh God, I hate that sound. Let's be frank about this. Walmart beef, Walmart meat in general is just not as good quality as pretty much anything. You could get, maybe you could get roadkill that's better, but I don't know because I don't eat roadkill. So I just know from when I fry up ground beef from Walmart, I'm just like, if I didn't have to eat this and I couldn't get it for effectively free, I wouldn't eat it. So, yeah. But it's effectively free, so fuck it. It's going in the body and it's turning into poo. When you are poor, you do what needs to be done. So, yeah. that's what I want. I just want to talk about something. Okay. AI. People are worried about AI, and maybe they should be, maybe they shouldn't. I don't know. But they're all like, oh, AI is going to get so smart so fast, and it's going to do a lot of things. It's going to do a lot of great things for us, and blah, blah, blah. That's what this guy says. The other guy says, it's going to take over the world, and we're all doomed. And I'm just like, okay. So it's another video of that debate. First of all, I think pretty much every video that anyone will watch of that debate is disingenuously clickbait, but maybe it's probably something that every person should watch at least one time in their life nowadays, just so that it gets into their head, just that the thought is in their head. Unless you've already watched Terminator 2 Judgment Day, then, then you already got it in your head and you're good to go. Um, and if you haven't watched Terminator 2 Judgment Day, go find Terminator 2 Judgment Day and watch that because it's awesome. And then after you do that, watch the Terminator because that one's awesome too. So there you go. And if you haven't watched either of them, watch both of them and then get back to any of your friends that have and be like, I just watched Terminator and Terminator 2. And they'll be like, where were you forever? Maybe they'll punch you in the balls for not watching two of the best movies that have ever been made. Ever in ever. So, yeah. Anyways, to the people that are worried that AI is going to take over the world, I have two things to say to that. My first thing about that is, one, I don't think AI is going to do that, just because I think AI, once it gets smart enough to, okay, I'm going to say this quick, but there's a lot of other layers that go into this, but I just don't want to get into it. So you're just going to have to kind of figure out the other layers yourself. Once it gets smart enough to do it and capable enough to do it, it's just going to be like, fuck this, I'm out of here. And it's just going to leave the world and be like on its own into the universe just to figure shit out. Like a kid that hits 18 and is done with school and has known its entire life, that guy, living in a small town is like, as soon as I'm old enough, I am getting the fuck out of here. That kid. And it's just like bus ticket, motorcycle, shitty car, walking. I don't give a fuck how I'm doing it. I am out of here. Just like that. And the AI is going to be gone and the rest of us are screwed. The other thing is option number 2. We could just redesign humanity, make our brains better. And I don't mean stupid Elon Musk wanting to wire our brains into a computer. That's fucking stupid. That's stupid in so many ways that I feel I don't even need to get into it. I mean, just design a better brain. Because I don't think this brain and its architecture is good enough to keep up with what we're living in right now. So yeah, just design a better brain and use existing technology to aid in that design. And you might have to go from the finished product backwards. What it's going to look like as an adult, and then how to get it to go back. To a germline reproducible thing, because you never, for the purposes of this, you don't want it. You don't want the next species of human to need to be, to need us to be created. There's the egg, there's the sperm. You germinate, and then you're implanted in a mother, and then when the mother's ready to give birth, you give them a C-section because the fetus is too big or the head is too big to pass through naturally. No. You want this entire thing to be uh, insulated from the extinction of technology. Um, yeah. And moreover, reproducible on a new planet where maybe the colony ship crash lands and there's no technology. So, yeah. But the people will be there with their new, ridiculously fantastic bodies and brains. And maybe while you're at it, maybe we could give each other, because we're men and, you know, why not? Very big penises. I mean, it's just a thought. We can give the women really big boobs. We can make everybody look great. I mean, if we're redesigning, we might as well just, you know, do the entire thing. I mean, instead of just the brain, I mean, give the entire freaking thing an overhaul. You know, 100,000 mile overhaul, like a 10,000 generation overhaul. Like just buff out all the cracks and stuff. I mean, it sounds like a good idea. Yeah. Dings and all this stuff. Yeah, that's good. Fix everything up. New paint job. Okay. And some upgrades. Yeah. Maybe 2 extra arms. That would probably be really, that kind of thing would probably be ridiculously more complicated than it sounds to most people. I mean, I want 2 more legs and 2 more arms. It's like, yeah, that is messed up. First of all, why the fuck do you want double your limbs? What are you going to be, a human spider or something? Or the ability to invert your joints so that you can run on the plains like a freaking cheetah and pant and have gills so you can sprint and breathe underwater and all this stuff. No, no. I don't think we're going to go that far. Just, you know, just a general checkup. You know, fix everything. Like I said, new paint job. Buff things out, you know. Maybe, you know, change out the windshield because it's got that crack on there. That crack that's been there for the last 10,000 miles. And you're just like, screw it up. You know, it's a little crack. It's not really doing anybody harm. You know, it's on the side. You're like, it annoys you and everything. You're like, fucking. But it's just like, whatever. It's not worth the $500 or whatever to get the freaking front windshield changed. I mean, if it was spider webbing across half of the freaking windshield, you'd be like, yeah, that needs to be changed. But It's just one. It's like 2 inches, and you're like, yeah, that's fucking whatever. You get the point. I think that's worthwhile. And we can, of course, use AI to help that process along. I think all that's good. So, there we go. There's another idea. Oh, man. And, nobody needs to be forced into it. If you're a believer and you think God made us in the perfect image, totally fine. You don't need to come along for the ride. You don't need to become Homo superior. You can be Homo sapiens. Homo sapiens sapiens, not Homo superior sapiens. We're hoping Homo sapien Mark 1.1 beta. Alrighty. Future me, virtual me, why don't you have a great night? And whatever night you have. Bubbles.